You know that friend who keeps disappearing after brunch? The one who's leaving early, muting the group chat, suddenly tired? Yeah, that person isn't lazy. They're protecting their peace. If you're someone who genuinely gets more excited about staying home than a packed night out, welcome. You're about to feel deeply understood. And today, we're breaking down the psychology of staying home. The one society calls boring, but science calls low stimulation preference. Here's the thing, extroverts recharge by being around people. Their energy comes from the chatter, the novelty, and the motion. But people with a low stimulation preference, they recharge in solitude. Every dinner plan, even a fun birthday, slowly drains their battery. And home is the only charger that actually works. Psychologists call this optimal arousal theory. Some people need more stimulation to feel good, others need less. It's not laziness or avoidance. It's just how their nervous system is wired. But there's more going on than just low stimulation preference. Some people love staying home because their environment gives them a sense of control they don't get anywhere else. Out there, the world is unpredictable. People interrupt, plans change, noise stacks up, and your brain never fully unclenches. But at home, you control the light, the volume, the pace. For people with a sensitive nervous system, and that control isn't a luxury, it's relief. Here's something wild. Studies show that people who enjoy being alone tend to be more reflective, more creative, and better at self-awareness. Staying home isn't doing nothing. It's where the best ideas are born. Not in a packed bar, but in a quiet room with a book or a deep thought. And let's be honest, society romanticizes being constantly out. The social butterflies, the weekend plans, the hustle culture. But what if your best life is a blanket, some tea, and zero performance? That's not pathetic, that's self-knowledge. Now, some people stay home for a darker reason. Old hurt, burnout, and shame that quietly whispers, "What if I can't handle it out there?" And for them, home becomes both a shelter and a cage. So, it's important to know, do you stay home because it restores you or because leaving feels unbearable? Because one is healing, the other is hiding. But for those who truly love staying home, they're not missing out. They're just building a gentle life. People with this mindset often carry too much responsibility. They believe if they don't keep things calm, everything will spill over, not from selfishness, but from care. Staying home becomes how they love without words. A quiet evening says, "You can rest here." But here's what people miss. Behind the canceled plans is often a soft heart, a loyal perfectionist who fears letting others down, someone who uses solitude to feel steady. Their quietness isn't judgment of you, it's vulnerability turned into action. For some, staying home is the only time they feel fully here. Where others journal or meditate, they make tea and dim the lights. And that's not wrong, that's beautiful. So, if you're someone who turns down social pressure without guilt, who feels genuinely happy on a quiet Saturday, who'd rather make a cozy dinner than perform a version of yourself, there's nothing broken about you, not cold, not boring, not weak. You simply understand what your mind needs to feel calm. And you know how to care for your inner world by tending to the outer one. Your need for peace isn't a flaw. It's your way of creating safety in an overwhelming world. Tell me, do you prefer a quiet night in? Or do you think we're all just making excuses? And if you want the psychology that most people never hear about themselves, the next video is going to hit you harder than this one. Click it, you'll understand why.